First ever red carpet premiere, what has it been like?
Like when you first go on a roller coaster and you think you're gonna right before the drop. No, I'm very excited, obviously. Mostly because I haven't seen my friends in ages and I'm so happy to see them and everybody looks amazing. But I'm also just really grateful. I'm incredibly grateful.
Well, of course, we've spoken about this a little bit, but you made history by being in this film, the first openly trans actor in a Marvel Studios, this big superhero universe. What does it mean to you to be here and have that honor?
Exactly what you said. It's an honor, a responsibility and an honor, and something that I intend to do what I can with it, right? Like I want people to get the best experience out of this movie. I want them to be able to take something meaningful out of it, because to me that's what superhero movies have always been, and they're so, as we discussed, they're so inherently trans. It's about double identity, and that's so much a part of my life. So I am so deeply honored and excited to be here.
Well, tell the fans a little more about the character. I know the character's name is Zach, but what can you tell us?
He's along for the ride, you know what I mean? This cast is meant to reflect what a real New York City class would look like, right? There's trans folks, there's people of color. That is not stuff you've seen in movies, right? Like, it's always been true about life, but it's not something we've seen. So that is why that's why I'm there, right? Like, I get to be part of that, and I get to reflect that. And also, I'm there for an adventure. I think I'm going on a school trip, and then it becomes a lot more than that.
Because you're hanging out with Spiderman. But that is one question that I did have. So the character is trans as well?
The truth is, it's up, in my opinion, it's up for interpretation, right? Because it's what you find meaning in, right? The reason it's not discussed is because that's impactful. You know what I mean? It's not, there's so much happening in this universe. There are superheroes flying around, there's monsters. Do you have time to discuss gender identity? Maybe not. But also, sometimes that is just part of life, is that you go through it. Your gender identity is part of it. It's not always the main thing. And I think that, that is reflected in what Sony and Marvel are trying to reflect, is that experience in life. Yeah.
Sony and Marvel, and really the superhero world in general, is becoming more inclusive. What do you see as a future for LGBTQ representation?
Well, I hope it becomes, more and more nuanced, more and more intersectional. We're scratching the surface, right? And I think that companies or organizations, such as Sony, Marvel, are really trying to break, that surface and crack it and get deeper and deeper. And that's my hope, and I believe that's what's going to happen. And I think the stories we're going to start actually saying, that these things are real, that these things exist, and talking about them, and then also still letting people have these other fun stories happen, you know what I mean? Which is ultimately what you hope for.
Okay, let's talk about the fun really quick, because you guys were traveling all over the world making a Spider-Man movie. What's the most memorable part of this experience for you?
Okay, well, the adventures on and off set. My favorite day we shot was on a boat in Venice. And we were literally just being foolish. We were touching the water, we were being unsafe, frankly, which I'm sure they loved on set. I'm sure the production crew really loved that.
Wait. Keep talking for a second.
This is my best buddy. So anyway, just getting close with people who really want the best for you, which is frankly unique, in life, let alone you never know what's going to happen at a new job. You wonder when you start in an office, will I be friends with these people? How does that translate when you're in a movie, And I'm blessed and lucky, and I've had so much fun. One of my favorite days was we went to an arcade, we went bowling, and if you hit a strike while the pin is pink, you get champagne. And we were all talking trash at Tony. We were like, you're not going to do it, and then he got us all a bottle of champagne.
Tell me about this guy. He's been telling me all day you guys are besties. What's it been like making friends?
Oof, this is awkward. No. It's been amazing. I mean, Zach really just came on and did his own thing. He really just fell into the job, and we love him. It's been a great time with him.